All right, here I am with my next little project. This is actually a side project. One of my customers had this sitting in front of their house and wanted to know if I was able to refinish it for them. So what I'm going to do is sandblast this and put some new varnish on it. And the customer, whoever sold this to the customer, my customer, told him that this was made out of teak wood. So she thought this thing was teak wood, and after about 2 seconds of looking at it, I told her, I said, no, I said, this is made out of palm wood, probably from a royal palm or something like that, looking at the size of it. But she was like, what? I was told it was teak wood. Like, they lied to you. Probably just so they could overcharge you for it. But anyway, yeah, so I've got a couple of sandblasters here that I'm going to try out. This one I've had for a while. I've used it several times. It does a good job. The only thing is the capacity is this hopper here. When you squeeze the trigger and the air starts to flow, you open up that valve right there and the sand drops into the airflow and does its job. This one here has a hopper. This hopper is full, and when you pull the trigger on the gun, it draws the sand up through the tubing and into the airflow. So I want to see which one's going to work better on this, and hopefully that one will, because I don't want to keep loading that one up. They may work the same, who knows. But anyway, what I'm going to do is set the camera up. Hopefully the wind's not interfering with the sound, and just get started on this and show you a little bit of the process. So let me get my camera set up here. Come on. Nope, that ain't gonna work. There we go. All right, let me get my safety gear on here. So we're going to try this one first. Hopefully this is going to do the job, because it holds a lot more sand. I don't have to fill it up as often. All right, that's definitely doing the trick. You see here, I kind of split it in half. Nice and clean there. I was wondering if I was going to have to, how deep I was going to have to go into it to get these stains out. Let me widen this up. There we go. To get these stains out, I didn't know if they were going to be penetrated into the wood or if it was just the varnish that was stained. But you can definitely see the difference there with the sandblaster. And I think that one I'm using is working just fine. So, capacity of my compressor is only, what is it? I think it's 25 gallons, so I'm gonna have to let it charge back up before I start getting into it because I'm losing air pressure. But this should work pretty good. I know I'm gonna have to sand it a little bit, smooth it out, maybe get some of these rough spots out of there, but I think that's gonna work. So let me get at this and I'll show you what it looks like once I'm done sandblasting it.